What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome back to the Not Your Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 3, The Revenge Year. That is right. We are going into the Week 10 Power Rankings, and you know what? I'm pretty excited about it. How excited? I'm pretty damn excited about it. Woo. Yeah. Okay, so you may have noticed I'm actually in my garage. I thought it would be a nice little background here. There's spiders. There are definitely spiders. But you know what? Let's just get right into the power rankings. My Seahawks lost. My predictions from this past week were excellent. I went 14-2. You can check out my prediction video for more on that. But let's just start with the 10th place team in descending order, going from 10 down to the 1, where the worst is listed. And then at the end of the video, you get the best. So you can fast forward a while, because this first couple teams probably don't matter too much. Okay, we got the 10th place team. That's right, the 10th place team is the Cream Dudes. That's right, Adam's squad is not done terribly well overall. They are 2-7, getting off of a 70-point performance. And, you know, there's 4 weeks left, 4 games left, I should say, but until the regular season is kaput, until it's over. And with a team like Cream Dudes, they're going to have to win out, I imagine, to potentially get a playoff slot. I don't know how it's going to. It's still close enough, I think, if you know tragedy strikes for some teams. But we're holding out hope for Adam and his team, thinking about you and praying for you. Let's move on, shall we? To the 9th place team. The 9th place team is the MisAdventures of Robinson Kelso. That is right. They are 3-6. They have a 3-6 record, and they just got done scoring the second most points of any team this past week by getting the victory over. I think it was Bennett's house. So yeah, I think he beat me. Tanner's squad. Good for them. Let's give a little clap for Tanner's team. Will it be for naught? If he wins out, he'll have a 7-6 record, if my basic arithmetic does me good. And I don't know if that'll be enough. I'm sure he would love nothing more than to win out. So, praying for you too, Tanner, praying for you too. We're going to move on to the 8th place team. The 8th place team, let's hear right. Team Robs. That's right, Team Robs is also 3-6. And Evan's team, although Dalvin Cook keeps putting up these monster performances, Team Robs just can't seem to put all the pieces together in order to get a win. Tom Brady only put up 2 points. Tom Brady put up 2 points. You're probably gonna have a bad time. So crazy times. We move on to the 7th place team. The 7th place team in these rankings is AB Unworn Helmet. Samuel Craig Parker with a record of 4-5. He is the lone 4-5 player currently in these standings. And Russell just had a down week. Russell's had a couple down weeks. And as a result, Samuel's had some down weeks. So that's kind of, the feast or famine. But with a 4-5 record, I believe Samuel still has plenty of juice in the tank. If he wins out, he'll wind up with a record of 8-5. Which could very well be enough to get in the fantasy playoffs. And then, like I've mentioned countless times, Russell Wilson is going to He's going to sell all my garage space for more touchdowns. So I do believe that Samuel going up against mastercook this week, that's a very important, significant ramifications for us all, I'm sure. And that should be a good one. Now we move on to the next place team, and that's the 6th place team. And 6 is 5 plus the 1, the 5 plus the 1 is 6, and that is Lil Russ X. That's right, X gonna give it to ya. The first of our 5-4 teams. We have a few of them, and overall, Whitney's team, there are some scrubs. Ronald Jones, 1.5 points. Dexter Williams, I don't even know who that is, put up 0 points. The Cardinals defense put up 2 points. So that it's going to be a tough sledding. But the combination of Deshaun Watson, Juju Smith-Schuster, and DK Metcalf is enough. It's enough. Those guys combined for 65.5 points, which was basically the backbone of Whitney's team this week, based on my very lengthy and hard to read notes over here. Blah, blah, blah. But we move on. Good job, Whitney, or bad job, depending on how you want to look at it. We move on to the 5th place team. It's 5, just the regular 5, and it's Bennett's house. That is correct. Bennett's house is 5th place. Commissioner Ben back here, and again, 5th place team. You know, it sucks to lose to Tanner. It just really does. I'm burping. I'm just, you know, David Johnson and Robert Tonyan. I don't even know who Robert Tonyan is. I just brought him in. I shipped him out. Get lost. I'm optimistic though. You know, we're all still kind of right in it, and it'll be that much more sweeter when it seems like it's so even and I just, you know, run away with it in the end. Let's get to the even better teams, I think. 4th place team, Mastercook. That is right. Mastercook comes in, another 5-4 team. Scored just a little bit over 100 points this week, but you know that Terry McLaurin and Will Fuller, these are guys that their names aren't that sexy, but in the fantasy football universe, they are just, and have been excellent. They've been excellent. You know, he had Justin Herbert on his bench, put up 27 points on his bench. I like Justin Herbert. A lot of shootouts that kid's been throwing, and he's been averaging in the high 20s, low 30s. So I would keep I'd throw in Herbie. You know, he's fully loaded. I would rely on that. More so than Justin Jackson, who gave you 0, and Rob Gronkowski, who, along with, you know, the other Bucs offensive players, didn't do a whole lot. He only got a half a point. But, hey, basically the whole season resets if you're a 5-4 team or better, in my mind. Or actually, if you're a 5-4 team, season kind of restarts. 4 more matches. Gotta win. Next is the 3rd place team, and the 3rd place team is the Bongtown Herbologists. That's right, the last of the 5-4s. Scored 139.5 points, which, by the way, was the most points of anyone this week. That's right, baby. Andrew Damahay. So, bam. You know, I think this was the first week he had Christian McCaffrey back after all this time. Christian McCaffrey immediately throws up 31 points. Now, his shoulder's banged up, so Andrew's going to maybe take a little loss on that star player, but hopefully Andrew can do enough to get a couple wins, get in the playoffs right on time where C-Mac can go off, and might be a good little math equation for our brown bear friend. Now we move, of course, to the real top tier big swinging dicks in this here competition, and we have the 2nd place team. The 2nd place team is the Kittle Prescott Memorial Team, formerly the Dak Prescott Memorial Team, formerly the Cook's Tight End Emporium. You know, the Emporium has been devastated. Dak Prescott was a huge part of this team's success, and after all that, he's still 6-3. Michael's still 6-3, and you know, he played Jamichael Hasty, put down 2 points. So it was a rough day. Rough day. But he's looking to right the ship this week against the Cream Dudes, which have been kind of a doormat for a lot of teams so far, which means
trap game. Trap game.
2nd place team, let's get them out of the way to make room for the 1st place team. And that 1st place team, the word number 1, the best, is Team Diaper Funds. That's right, we all know. Let's give it up for Cory. Let's hear it for the car. Cory's back, and by back I mean he never left. The guy is 7-2. You know, what can you say? The Tyreek Hill Patrick Mahomes connection is real. It's devastating. You know, the 2 of them together averaging probably about 60 points a week, and that just is it's too much to overcome. Clearly, for 7 of his opponents this week, or during this year. Melvin Gordon's kind of a scrub, put up a 1.5 points. Not really into that. I mean, what else can we say? I think that if Tom Brady hadn't been pissing in his panties, Team Diaper Funds could have lost this week. And, you know, that's just a reality. Other teams put up more points. He only won by a little bit, but let's hear it for the Cory. He gets to stay on tippy top again. He's getting a little buffer zone now with the 4-game stretch that we have left. He really doesn't need to win them all. Some of us do. Cory don't. So, that's it, boys. Thanks for tuning in this week. Like, comment, subscribe, and tune in next week for the updated version of the Week 11 Power Rankings. Who knows? Maybe you go up. Maybe you go down. Who gives a rip? This is Commissioner Ben signing off, of course, and go Hawks.